Heart failure claimed the 80-year-old man from Zhengzhou, China, Johann Hodel, sometimes known as Hans, in December 2013. A man of Swiss background might seem odd spending his last days in China, far from his birthplace and past residence in the United Kingdom. But Hans's life took an unforeseen turn, one starting with a straightforward, unplanned bus ride and the gesture of kindness by a teenage student. This video uses non-copyrighted footage and materials. The real, original footage is copyrighted, hence I cannot use it and legal issues could follow. I use non-copyrighted stuff in my videos to stay away from these problems. The story starts in 1999 when a 20-year-old Chinese student named Song Yang came to London to finish his studies. Song, like many overseas students, confronted the hardships of living in a new country, such as combining education, part-time employment, and the high expense of living in the UK capital. Song was travelling home from university one regular day. He stepped aboard a bus, uninformed that it was the wrong route. The bus carried him to an unusual place close to the Thames River. Song saw an elderly man struggling to manage several shopping bags when he decided to go on a quick walk and take in the surroundings. Without hesitation, Song offered to aid. The old man accepted his offer and indicated that his home was nearby. Song collected his luggage and walked him home. That man was Hans, an elderly gentleman who would later become Song's father figure in life. Hans was born in Switzerland in 1933 and grew up in a tough environment. His mother died when he was only 3 years old, and his father remarried. Unfortunately, Hans' stepmother never welcomed him, so he grew up lonely and mistreated. Despite these hurdles, he worked hard, washing cars and working in restaurants to make ends meet. In his late 50s, Hans migrated to the United Kingdom in quest of a better life. He eventually obtained a job at the Royal Opera House in London. Despite having a secure employment, Hans remained secluded. He had never married, had no family in the UK, and lived alone in a modest flat. For many years, his life was serene and alone. After supporting him that day, Song confessed that he was from China and was seeking to fund rent and living expenses in London. Hans, struck by the young man's honesty and goodwill, issued a generous offer. "You are welcome to stay at my place. I will not ask for rent. Just help around the house." Song enthusiastically agreed. What began as a fortuitous encounter turned into a strong friendship. Living together, Hans began to treat Song as if he were the son he never had. He taught Song English, helped him find part-time employment, and even covered some of his school expenses when money was tight. Hans would frequently remark, "I thought I had no one in this world, but now it feels like I have a son." Song, in turn, felt intensely for Hans. He appreciated him, looked after him, and made sure he never felt lonely again. Even when Song's friends came to visit, Hans always welcomed them warmly, often giving up his own room and sleeping on the sofa to make them feel at home. In 2001, calamity struck. Song was engaged in an automobile accident that left him with brain damage and shattered teeth. Hans brought him back to health and remained by his side during his rehabilitation. Song spent 8 years in London. Every year, he went to China for the holidays and frequently brought Hans along. Hans stayed with Song's family and received a warm welcome. What began as a casual encounter on the mistaken bus had turned into a profound, lifelong relationship, so much so that Song's family grew to view Hans as one of their own. Hans' health deteriorated in 2007, just as Song was set to return to China permanently. He was losing weight and needed surgery on his thigh. Concerned, Song returned to the UK and decided to follow Hans back to China. Once in China, Hans was brought to a hospital and had surgery. Song and his family funded all of the medical expenditures. Song paid Hans daily visits during his month-long stay in the hospital. After Hans healed, the family decided he would stay with them permanently. He was no longer a guest, he was family. Hans easily acclimated to life in China. He read books, watched English news, and adored spending time with Song's family. Eventually, Song married, and his wife treated Hans with the same love and care. When Song's kid was born, Hans accepted him as his own grandson, spending hours playing with him and watching him develop. Hans not only found comfort and belonging in China, but he also started contributing back to the society. He began teaching English to local children for free of charge. The youth adored him, and Hans rapidly became a popular character in the neighborhood. People admired him for his compassion, wisdom, and generosity. On December 2, 2013, Hans died quietly. His funeral was a heartfelt event attended by a diverse group of people, officials from the British and Swiss embassies, members of the local Chinese government, neighbors, friends, and, most importantly, Song and his family, who had provided Hans with not only a home, but also the love, respect, and warmth of family that he had always desired. Sometimes life changes in the most unexpected ways. A mistaken bus ride led in a lasting bond between two strangers from different regions of the world. Hans was born in Switzerland, lived in the United Kingdom, and now has a new life, and a loving family, in China, all because one young guy chose to help someone in need. This is more than just a story of kindness. It serves as a strong reminder that even tiny gestures of compassion can have a huge influence on people's lives.